the Jets won this game. Congratulations, boys. You didn't let me down in this one, even though you sure as hell did for majority of the play. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Recap reaction for game 53 out of 82. I can't believe I've covered 53 games already. But this game is an example of games we've seen a lot this season against bad opponents. The Jets, as they have notoriously done all season long, it's the narrative that's been running the longest, I feel like, playing down to their bad opponents and playing up to their good opponents. Tonight was a prime example of that. You know, we started off this game pretty good. We get that first goal. Adam Lowry with a great read in front. Nathan Beaulieu getting his first assist of the night. Yeah, you heard that right. First assist tonight. Nathan Beaulieu was kind of a gem tonight. I can't believe I just said that sentence. But the Jets were up early, 1-0. And I'm thinking, you know what? Good. I'm not sold on this yet, but at least we scored first and didn't get shut out like we did against that home loss against the Coyotes back in, December or November, whatever it was. I want to completely forget that game. It was terrible, but yeah, at least it wasn't going to be another shutout. But then Jakob Chichering comes in and makes it a tie game. Well, crap. That sucks. That really does suck. But Evgeny frickin' Svechnikov back in it with the PLD Connor line, I believe the second game it's been reunited. He was great tonight. He was great the last game, and he was great tonight as well. He got his 5th goal of the season. He had a 2-point night tonight. I don't know why this guy was ever healthy scratched. It baffles me. One of the weirdest coaching decisions we've seen this year in the NHL. I genuinely believe that. The guy has been great. He can play anywhere in the lineup, but again, scratch him for Baganski, scratch him for Reichel, and who knows what type of guys we've played from the Moose this year when we've had injuries. But Svechnikov, playing in the top 6, he looks great. And it sucks because we know that Perfetti's been great on that line too, but I think what it shows is just how good Kyle Connor and Pierre-Luc Dubois are. That if you make those guys your top line and you run all the offense through them, power play and on 5-on-5, you're going to get a really better, improved production from your 5-on-5 and just overall top 6 play. And that's not a knock really on the top 6. What am I kidding? I don't want to mean to. I'm not tipping toeing anymore around this team. The top line is not good. The top line of Connor, Scheifele, and Wheeler. Yeah, Blake Wheeler had a goal tonight, assisted by Paul Stastny, so yeah, the line got some points, but when it comes down to just the pure skill that the 5-on-5 play has between the second line of PLD, Connor, and Svech, or even Perfetti there, it's no comparison. So I just don't know why we're still throwing these guys up there and expecting them to be our top line producers. They're good players that need to be done in different roles. And I've said that 1,000 times. Every person that covers the Jets have said that 1,000 times, and most fans have said that 1,000 times as well. But in this game, like I said, Svechnikov, it's back to 2-1, and I'm thinking, okay, you know what? That's where I want it. I'm okay with that. We have the lead, and then it doesn't matter. Brett Barrett Hayden, 2-2 game, end of the first period, and I'm like, okay, that's not where I want to be. That's not where I want to be at all. And then the second period starts up, and Nick Ritchie, on his new team, they're up by a 1-goal lead. And at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, this is why you should use code PEGCITY and sign up for a BetUS account. BetUS is one of the top betting online platforms in North America. If you use code PEGCITY on a sign up right now through the link in the description, you will get a 125% bonus on top of your initial deposit. Who wouldn't want to take advantage of that great offer? Because if you had a BetUS account and you wanted to bet on the Jets in this comeback, at that point, if they were at a 5.00 on the money line, that, my friends, is a nice payout, okay? I didn't play it. I didn't have enough time to really bet. I was out of the house watching today, but goddammit, I kind of wish I just put even $5 on that, because that would have been a nice end to my Sunday. So if you guys want a great opportunity to win some money watching hockey or any other sports that you choose to love and watch in your own leisure, definitely use code PEGCITY on a BetUS account today. But yeah, the Jets came back. Hell yeah, but at the same time, against Arizona, we made Arizona look like a better team. It's an ugly game, but we won, so I'm not going to complain because this season's been ugly in general. So even in an ugly win, I can find some clarity and some joy. You know, deep down, give it to me. I know what you're probably thinking. Nonetheless, though, Blake Wheeler comes in, ties the game back up from Paul Stastny on a great play. Kyle Connor, not too long after, 2 minutes later, from Evgeny Svechnikov and Pierre-Luc Dubois. It is now a 2-goal lead for the Winnipeg Jets. They're playing a much better. They've kind of securing this game, tidying it up. Eric Comrie comes in with some great saves in the later half of that third period. And again, I didn't even talk about that. Dave Lowry makes a very interesting coaching decision. Rests Connor Hellebuyck, and without a doubt is one of the most crucial games left in the season, because if you lose this game against the Coyotes, I think it really seals your fate heading into this playoff race that the Jets somehow continuously find themselves in, even though they continuously play poor. But nonetheless, They won this game because Kyle Connor seals the deal with an empty netter. Actually, I don't even believe it was an empty netter. It might have been an empty netter. I don't know. It doesn't say on the scoreboard. I can't remember off the top of my head because I had already turned the game off because there was only about a minute and 5 seconds left. And we had a 2-goal lead against the Coyotes. But he gets his 32nd goal of the season, just getting a little bit closer to 40. I can't wait for this man to hit it. He's been nonetheless the best player on the Jets this year, without a doubt. I love Kyle Connor. He's easily becoming one of my favorite players on the Jets, even though he's always been in that top 3. I really like Kyle Connor and Nikolai Ehlers and even PLD. And this new version of these Jets players we're starting to see come out of this season, even though it's been a down season. I like a lot of these top core guys around there, and I really believe that if we surround them with some good talent and a slight retool this offseason going into the trade deadline, we might be able to find success again in the next coming up season. But I'm not going to jump ahead that far because the Jets still played poor against Arizona, but they won the game. Thank God. This was an ugly game, but it got better as time went on. I mostly just feel like that was because the Jets finally got themselves under control and were like, okay, this is the Coyotes. Let's show up and did more what we did when we actually had a lead in this game. They sealed the deal when it mattered, even though it wasn't pretty getting up to that point. And yeah, I'm happy. I don't really know how to grade this team still because, again, as you all know, we're kind of just at this weird crossroad. I've compared it to Confusion Corner, and it really feels that way. The light is green. You're a tourist in Winnipeg, and you have no idea what the hell you're going to do. That is exactly what the Jets are right now because, yeah, they won a game, but the more games they win and the more games they lose, they're going to find themselves in the exact same spot in the standings. The trade deadline's going to approach. You're going to have the phones ringing even more and more as the days go by about all these good players the Jets have they could sell. And I really don't know what we're going to have to expect in the next coming up weeks. We've seen the rumors starting to formulate already. But again, this is Kevin Cheveldayoff we're talking about. If he feels that there's even a slight chance that he can sign Andrew Kopp, he might pursue that option considering that he is a 4th round draft pick by this organization and has wanted to, and grown and be a good player with us. But again, arbitration comes into fact. There's so many variables with the Jets right now. It's really hard to predict any type of future that they're going to have because they win games, they keep their playoff hopes alive, even though, let's be real, they're non-existent almost at this point. I don't know what they're going to do. This is a very hard win to grade for the rest of the season and the outcome because I'm not going to say that the Jets are back because we know every time that we see that after a win, they lose again. And we just are getting off of a 4-game losing streak in the midst of trying to get back into a wild card spot against games we should have won. So yeah, it's been a rough stretch, and yeah, it might be nice to be able to celebrate a win, but honestly, if I'm a fan of the Jets, I'd be more happy about that comeback win tonight for the Manitoba Moose in Cole Perfetti bobblehead night, because Jesus, what an awesome shootout celebration by Malai. That was awesome, and a great game there. So if you haven't watched those highlights, go watch those, because at least that was a good, energetic game with some Jets prospects, and a lot of them top guys in it. You had Ville Heinola in that game, all of our Sandbergs, our Chisholms, you had, I believe even Gustafsson was playing in that game. It was a great game. Burden was in as well. You want to watch a team like that right now because those are the guys you're going to be seeing putting on a Jets uniform, hopefully by the end of the season, even once we start to sell some of that defense. Nathan Bolduc gets his trade value up in this game. I think that's good. I've joked about it casually. I don't see him fetching any more than a 7th round pick. Even then, I bet if we wanted more than that, we'd have to retain half of his salary. He is making $1.25 million for a depth defenseman. So even if the Jets ate a little bit of that money somehow moving him, if we could get even a 6th round pick for Nathan Bolduc somehow, I think that's the hockey gods smiling on us. So move him, The Jets are faced with this difficult choice right now of selling players that have been around for a while, and I know it sucks, but this is not a good year. We're not going to be able to make the playoffs, and if we do, God forbid, because do you really want to watch us get swept in back-to-back years, especially against really good teams this year in the West? I don't want to watch that. So let me know your thoughts on where the Jets stand right now. Personally, I think that they still have a lot of difficult decisions ahead of them. It's great to watch this team win, even though it was a crappy win against a crappy opponent. But at the end of the day, we won, so yay. But there's still a lot of decisions that this team has to make. And whether or not they can actually put together a stretch of 4 or 5 wins, God forbid, I don't see them making the playoffs still, and I really doubt that they will, continuing this path of a win here, 2 wins maybe if they're lucky, and then losing 4. That's not how you make the playoffs. That's how you stay mediocre. And you got to figure out what your identity is, because you have to sell now if you're going to do so. Those phones are going to heat up, and you got to take those calls. So let me know what your thoughts are on the Jets heading towards the rest of this season going into the trade deadline. It's going to be a busy one, so make sure to subscribe to keep up to date with all the Winnipeg Jets leaks, rumors, trades, and anything else that's going to happen heading into this deadline this NHL season. If you are a fan of any team, regardless of who you root for, definitely consider dropping a subscription as well. We just passed 2,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for that. Again, plug in BetUS, a great online gambling website. If you are over the age of 19, 18, wherever you live in Canada, or 21 in the beautiful United States of America, definitely go down, check out that link, register, and start betting on live sports tomorrow, today, whenever. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for watching this video. Peace, love, and positivity as always, and go Jets, go!